What up, yo?
A ghost!
A ghost.
Hey, Pups, what's up? We are starting the show early because the Real Game Awards is happening at 7. I've had Stuttering Craig on the show before, and I figured it'd be fun to kind of do a live reaction to it happening. If you're new to the show, welcome. It's Power Up Podcast. It's a show that talks about pop culture. We take a look at what's happening in the pop culture area, stemming from movies, anime, video games, or whatever suits my fancy. Try to keep ourselves up to date on what's happening. We look at the good, the bad, the ugly, and we just give our 2 cents worth in it, you know? So whether it's a solo show or with a guest, I encourage everyone, if you enjoy it, to make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications to get notified when we go live. Right now, we're on YouTube, Rumble, and X. So you can check me out over there, and then in the description of those or in my X on the link tree, you can find my other social description or my other social medias in there as well. What's up, Adam Green? But yeah, I've had Stuttering Craig. It's now your birthday. It's now your birthday Friday morning in England. Very nice. Very cool. I thought you said it was the 29th. But happy birthday. Congrats, dude. Hope you have a good day. Got some whiskey here, so cheers to you. But yes, I'm planning to check this out. 24th, not 29th. Well, goes to show that my memory apparently is not good. But you're 37. Nice. I will be joining you in March. Very good, very good. But what better way to hang out than to watch the game show, or the Real Game Awards. I don't know why I said game show. The Real Game Awards, hosted by Stuttering Craig of Side Scrollers. He used to be the owner and creator of Screw Attack, and he created the Real Game Awards to kind of combat the fake journalists, fake gamers, conglomerate who, give these awards to games, but don't listen to the gamers. So I'm sure there will be an explanation. This sucker's about to start. Says it's supposed to start here. And there we go. Let's see. Hopefully we can capture this. There we go. And then we should have it turned up. I don't know how long the show is going to be. But, yeah, I figured it'd be fun to do kind of a little reaction here. So I'm excited. So we'll see how this turns out. Right now, we're just chilling. We're awaiting. On my end, it says there's 1 minute left. On my computer, it has officially turned 7. We'll see how late they are. It doesn't matter. Got the chat rolling down here, just checking to make sure that, Here we go. Sweet. What is the best-selling video game of all time? Minecraft, Tetris, Grand Theft Auto 6, or Super Mario Brothers? Minecraft was voted the best-selling video game of all time. Sold over 238 million copies since its release in 2011. Dang. Turn this up a little bit for you guys. Which game is widely considered the first video game ever created? Probably Pong would be my guess. Tennis for Two. Oh. Guess I was incorrect. Created in 1958 by William Higginbotham. Tennis for Two used an analog computer and... Oh, I couldn't read that quick enough. Whoops. What year was the original PlayStation released? Oh gosh, I'm bad with dates. I would say 1994? Yes, got it right. I had a PlayStation 2, but I did not have a PlayStation 1. Sony's original PlayStation launched on December 3rd, 1994 in Japan, revolutionizing the gaming industry with its CD-based format. Very nice. I like the music. What was the first Nintendo console to feature online connectivity? Ooh. That's a good one. For some reason I was feeling the GameCube. I could have sworn they had something. Though not widely used, the GameCube offered online functionality with an optional broadband adapter for games like Phantasy Star Online 20 in 2002. That's what I thought. I thought it had a bandwidth. I did not own a GameCube. So this will show like what systems I've played and what I've missed. What is the highest grossing arcade game of all time? Oh, geez. Probably Donkey Kong would be... No, wait. I thought it would be Mr. Jumper. Maybe even Pac-Man. Yeah. Released in 1980, earned $3.5 billion adjusted for inflation in the arcade revenue, making it the most successful arcade game ever. Nice. What was the first video game to be played in outer space? Outer space? Maybe Pong? Possibly Tetris. I felt it was either Pong or Tetris. That's interesting. 1993 Russian cosmonaut Alexander A. Sabrov brought a Game Boy loaded with Tetris to space. That's cool. The old race to space. And yet, can never replicate it again because of that fallen angel technology. First video game character to have a balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. First video game character? Pikachu? Oh, Sonic. Dang. Nice job, Sonic. 1993. Damn. First video game to be featured, character to be featured in the famous parade. Well. Very cool. What year was World of Warcraft originally released? Oh, geez. I'm bad with World of Warcraft. I'm going to say 2000. Jeez. I feel like that was still when I was in high school. Maybe 2004? Yes. There we go. I felt it. Blizzard's World of Warcraft launched November 2004. Man. Time just flies by, man. That's why I'm so bad with dates. What is the name of the scientist who created Mega Man? Dr. Light. Dr. Wily is the bad one. Dr. Thomas Light is the scientist who created Mega Man in the original Mega Man series, which debuted in 1987. Woo-hoo. What rare collectible in Animal Crossing is named after a type of Japanese doll? Tanuki? Oh, I wasn't Cyroid. I wasn't even close. Wonder if I can close that. There we go. Gyroids are collectible furniture pieces inspired. I missed that. Or is it... was that a G? Or a C? The font got me good a little bit. What was the code name for the Nintendo GameCube during development? Ooh, it wasn't the Ultra 64, because that would have been... That was actually the 64. Dolphin? There we go. Yeah, because the Dolphin emulator. I should have known that. Yeah. GameCube was codenamed Dolphin during development. This is why its CPU is called the Flipper, keeping with aquatic theme. And also the emulator for GameCube Wii games. Dolphin. Solid emulator, by the way. What is the name of the protagonist in DSX? I still need to play that game. I have no idea. Paul Denton? We'll go Paul Denton. Ah, I was close. JC Denton. So close. JC Denton is the nanotech augmented protagonist of the original Deus Ex, a groundbreaking cyberpunk RPG. Which game was the first to feature a New Game Plus mode? Ooh. New Game Plus? Legend of Zelda, I thought, because there was a second quest, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Chrono Trigger? Huh. Chrono Trigger 1995 introduced New Game Plus, allowing players to start a new playthrough with all their previous progress and items intact. Chrono Trigger's awesome game. I've kind of had a stir in my spirit that it could have been Chrono Trigger. What was the original name of Donkey Kong before its release? Jumpman. Wait a minute. Original name of Donkey Kong? Monkey Trouble. Jumpman was the name of Mario, who I was thinking of Donkey Kong. During development, the game was briefly called Monkey Trouble, but Nintendo decided on Donkey Kong, believing Donkey suggested stubbornness, while Kong referred to a large ape. Or was it Mr. Junker? Oh my gosh. I don't think it's Mr. What was the first RPG game ever created? I feel like it's going to be odd, like the Colossal Cave Adventure. Either that or Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, I was right. The Colossal Cave Adventure. I was going to say, like, almost guess, like, if you've never seen the name before, maybe that's it. Cave Adventure considered the first RPG in Spider Layer. I thought that sounded definitely like one of those text RPGs. What is the name of the fictional city where BioShock is set? Oh, that is... I should know this. New Eden. I feel like... Damn it! I knew it was either New Eden or Rapture. Fuck. Good series, though. BioShock 2007 takes place in... Wow, that was really fast. I wonder if... Are they skipping through? I wonder if someone's manually doing this or if it's timed, because that went by really quickly. What was the first game to feature online multiplayer? Quake would be my guess. Oh, wow, no. Maze War. Maze War developed in 1974. Oh, wow, they are really... That's really being skipped. But cheers to the Real Game Awards, by the way. First video game to feature a fully explorable 3D open world. 3D? Zelda? I don't know. That's probably not right. Elite. What did I say? If it's a name I'm not familiar with, it might have been the one. Released in '84. Elite. I don't know if someone's controlling this, but guys over at the Real Game Awards, slow down a little bit, unless you're on a time limit. Because you are not allowing us enough time to read that. Which 8-bit console introduced the first directional pad, the D-pad? Game & Watch. There we go. $1980. What was the first console to include a built-in hard drive? Built-in... The Sega Dreamcast? It's either that or Atari Jaguar. I'm just gonna... No, Xbox. Why was I thinking Sega Dreamcast? Uh-oh. Oh, no. That was the wrong info. Uh-oh. That's all right. First... Oh no. They accidentally showed the wrong trivia. That's okay. We're only human, right? I like the trivia, though. Thought the trivia was a nice little feature. That is the improbable mission music from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Nice touch.
Get over here!
Turn that down a little bit on my end.
Screw that Hollywood bullshit. This is for the fans. Welcome to the Real Game Awards, baby.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Real Game Awards. I'm Stuttering Craig, and I want to let you know, this is not an industry show. It's about you, the gaming community.
Turn that down a little bit on my end.
About our award show and some confusion about what it is. So let me just kind of tell you exactly what it is and what you will and won't see on tonight's show. You will not see a 4-hour show with 3 of those hours being trailers that would have been paid for to be on here. You will see several indie devs who you suggested that we wanted to feature for free. You won't see a giant industry circle jerk that just ignores all the issues that are affecting the industry. You will see a show that celebrates the best and the worst in gaming in the past year.
Awesome.
You won't see
Sweet.
any awards that were voted on by the gaming media. Did you know
What's up, the
that at
wafer?
Jeff Keighley's award show,
Wayfarer, I
90%
guess.
of the vote,
Hale just
90%
dropped a
goes
like,
to media outlets. That
and
means
now
only
I take a
10%
hike.
of the vote goes to you.
Well, thanks, brother.
I don't even think you should have a vote. See?
Every single major award show is voted on by people who are within that industry. And if I'm being completely honest with you, that's how it should be.
Does that make sense? No, of course not. Which is why you will see awards that were 100% voted
I wonder
on
if they
by
purposely
you, our
pixelated
voting
that.
members. You won't see any celebrity cameos. I promise you that. You will see marginally successful YouTubers that you probably have never heard of before, and regular gamers like yourself to present awards. And you won't see acceptance speeches for winners because, let's be real, you don't care. You will see an award show that was built by you from the ground up. All categories, all nominees, and all voting done by you.
Sweet.
And what I think doesn't matter. Ultimately, the Real Game Awards is a show for gamers by gamers.
Turn down my mic a little
That
bit because
said,
I didn't know if it was
I'm glad you're with
reverbing.
us tonight. If you'd like to be a part of and maybe help grow it moving forward, head over to therealgameawards.com and consider becoming a voting member. We greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get to the awards for the first category, Best Story.
Here we go.
Games give us thrilling action, but others capture our hearts with unforgettable storytelling. Your nominees are Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Unicorn Overlord, and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And the Real Game Award for Best Story goes to, with 32% of your votes,
I was going to
Black
say.
Myth Wukong. Hey, congrats, Game Science.
Very nice.
Presenting the award for Best MMO, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards and producer at RetroWare Games, Justin Silverman.
Oh, gosh.
You might have forgotten what the MMO acronym actually stands for after all these years. Let me remind you, massively multiplayer online. But what does it stand for emotionally? It's a bunch of strangers banding together under one banner to fight a common enemy. And sometimes each other. Just like all of you who've come together to vote on the best MMO of the year. And your nominees are Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, RuneScape, and Guild Wars.
I would
and
guess
the Real Game
a
Award
real
for Best
A
MMO
Realm Reborn.
goes to, with a massive 62%
I knew it.
of the vote, Final Fantasy XIV. Wow. 4 games that launched anywhere between 14 to 24 years ago.
That was a
Yeah, you guys
sweet
picked
envelope,
nothing
by the
new,
way.
huh? I guess that makes sense. The MMO genre is a lot like a good D&D campaign. If the players are really invested and happy, and the devs are paying attention, it'll last forever. And let's hope this award show has that same kind of dedicated support.
Guess we could put on my
Appreciate
headphones.
you guys, and thanks for letting me be here.
Presenting the award for Best Racing Game, YouTuber and professional race car driver, Camelot 331.
No, Camelot.
These genres are as fast
Nice.
and adrenaline-fueled as racing games, and trust me,
Oh,
I know.
Camelot.
I'm a professional race car driver. I promise. Okay, it's very, very true. Okay? And usually I would say something about stunning graphics, but none of your nominees are really known for graphic powerhouses. They were really just built around fun. And your nominees for Best Racing Game are Park Garage Rally Circuit, Nightmare Kart, Victory Heat Rally.
I have
And the Real
no.
Game Award for Best Racing Game goes to, with 54% of your vote, Nightmare Kart.
Nice.
Now, look, we can't win them all, okay? Trust me. Because I've won none of them. And I've never got to feel the crown on top of my head. But maybe,
Oh,
you
Camelot.
feel a little bit of that after this.
Now presenting the award for biggest cash grab, the voice of a disenfranchised generation. It's a Gundam.
Sometimes it feels like the industry is more interested in our wallets than our enjoyment. The nominees for the biggest cash grabs that took monetization to outrageous new levels in 2024, leaving players feeling cheated.
It's a little.
And your nominees are The Last
If I could
of Us
say
Part
one
2,
thing.
Remastered.
Oh, gosh.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Remastered.
Biggest cash
Star
grab?
Wars
Probably
Outlaws,
Outlaws.
and Tekken 8. And the Real Game Awards for biggest cash grab goes to Jeff Keighley for the 2024 Game Awards. Man, did he rake it in!
Can't criticize Jeff Keighley.
Ah, okay. Well, 49% of your vote went to The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh,
Remastered.
yeah. I guess
Take
that would have
that,
made
Neil
sense.
Druckmann, you dickbag.
All right, thanks, Papa Gundam. All right, let's hand out that Real Game Award for the best sports game. And your nominees are
Oh, probably a
NCAA College
FIFA.
Football 25.
Oh, no.
Rocket League.
Best
WB
sports
2K24, and Harry Potter Quidditch. What? Okay, sounds good. The Real Game Award for best sports
Harry
game goes
Potter?
to, with 51% of your vote.
Rocket League. I liked
Congrats,
Rocket League.
guys.
Rocket League was a good
All right,
game.
as I mentioned throughout the Real Game Awards, we wanted to feature some amazing indie games and developers because guess what? Indie developers, they need as much love as they can possibly get.
This is
we're
true.
talking solo devs and small teams that are creating just amazing games. Some that kick the shit out of AAA titles that have massive budgets. These games have heart and are driven by teams with passion. And that is exactly why we love games to begin with. The best part about this, they don't even know they're going to be featured on our show tonight, which is part of the fun. Let's check out the trailer for our first indie title, Abathor. Abathor!
Time when Atlantis. Very golden axes, that's for sure. Or axe-ish is what I meant to say. Golden Axe, Return of Adler, or Adder. That's an awesome arcade one. I always found this type of like pixel style interesting, but part of me like really likes the I don't know, you like your Chrono Trigger style pixel look, but I really like sprite looks anyway. That looks like it's heavily influenced by Golden Axe for sure.
Presenting the award for Husbando of the Year.
Oh gosh,
Crazy
Husbando.
Fox Lady VTuber Kirsha.
Hi, I'm Kirsha, and I've got the honor of presenting this year's Husbando of the Year award. Whether they were the ultimate ally, a charismatic leader, or just plain swoon-worthy, the nominees for Husbando of the Year showed us what true loyalty and charm looks like in 2024. And your nominees are Kazuma Kiryu, Barrett Wallace, Broly, and Ichiban Kasuga. And the Real Game
I'm just gonna say
Award
Broly,
for
'cause it's Dragon Ball
Husbando
Z.
of the Year, with 41% of your vote, goes to Barrett Wallace.
No.
Ayaya.
Broly,
I
no.
have got
He
to
failed.
respect a himbo who likes guns so much he grafts one right onto his frickin' arm. I really hope he takes it off at bedtime, though. Things could get awkward real fast if he's got a hair trigger
Do that
and
spit
no
take.
safety. But seriously, A stand up for his principles, loyal till the end kind of guy, a loving father, and a beefcake? What more could you want in a husbando? Definitely a deserved win for our guy, Barrett.
Tell us how you really feel, Kirsch.
Presenting the award for Waifu
Nah,
of the
she's probably
Year,
upset that it wasn't
producer
Asmongold.
for Nerdrotic and co-host of Board Choices and Saucy Saturdays, X-Ray Girl.
Yeah.
Fierce, brilliant, and unforgettable, waifus hold a special place in our hearts. The nominees for Waifu of the Year were the perfect companions for our adventures in 2024. And your nominees are Eve, Tifa, Bernice, Juliet, and the
Oh, it's
Real Game
probably
Award
Eve.
for Waifu of the Year goes to, with 49%
Yeah.
of
Ooh,
your
Tifa barely
votes,
won.
Eve. And in all honesty, I enjoyed playing Stellar Blades so much, so I am so glad that Eve won. Oh my gosh, I played that game even twice. So, very happy.
I
that
still
she
wouldn't
is
mind
the
playing
waifu
Stellar Blade. I need a
of the year.
PS5 though, although it
Presenting
is
the
coming
award
for
Best
PC, if I'm not
Third-Person
mistaken.
Shooter, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards, Alec Baldwin's Finger.
Third-person shooters combine strategic gameplay with immersive action. The nominees for Best Third-Person Shooter brought us precision, teamwork, and thrills from over-the-shoulder perspectives in 2024. And your nominees for Best Third-Person Shooter are Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2, The First Descendant,
Probably
and Earth
Helldivers
Defense
2
Force
would
6.
be my guess.
And your winner of Best Third-Person Shooter goes to, with 52% of your vote,
Oh wow, Space Marine?
Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2. The Warhammer developers said they wanted to make a fun game and deserved to win this.
I mean,
award.
Helldivers 2
For
had
more
a,
gaming
that
content,
big
please check out
fiasco
my
too,
personal
with
YouTube channel,
like,
Alec Baldwin's Finger.
you know, the Steam, like the Steam review, and then they
Presenting the
like
award for Best
backtracked or
FPS
something. It was
is
really
the
weird.
Excellence of elocution
Or
and
they started
author of Gothic
nerfing stuff.
Western
I stopped
Ghost of
playing
the
it.
Badlands, Razor Fist.
First-person shooters put us directly in the action, giving us pulse-pounding gameplay, intense firefights, and unforgettable multiplayer moments like being called the Hard R over an Xbox headset. The nominees for Best FPS set the standard for the genre in 2024, and your
Oh yeah, none of
nominees
these
are
pussies could handle Call of Duty
Black Ops 6,
lobbies back in the day.
RoboCop Rogue City, Stalker
I
2,
actually do wanna play
Heart of
RoboCop.
Chernobyl. And the Real Game Award for Best FPS goes to, for the 1000th time, oh, I'm sorry, wrong Game Awards. With 53%.
Nice,
your vote,
RoboCop. Nice job.
RoboCop Rogue
I've watched
City. Gosh, that's a shame. And just when we were about to
some
enter
other people that
Black
I
Ops
watch.
History Month. Well, congratulations, Robo.
They did
and
they were
stay
playing
out of
RoboCop and
trouble.
it looked awesome.
Now, we all know in 2024 there were some stupid decisions made by a lot of dumb companies in the gaming space.
This
like
is true.
Ubisoft's entire year. But we're not going to give them an award to them this year. Who knows? Maybe
Their
next year
reward
you
is burning
wanna
to
make
the
it a category
ground.
or something. This year it's all about the best companies who went above and beyond to deliver great games, support their communities, and show what gaming companies can achieve when they prioritize you. It's such a simple process. It's ridiculous. Your nominees for Best Company are From Software, Shift Up, Team Asobi, and Saber
Probably
Interactive.
From Software.
And the Real Game Award for Best Company goes to, with 49% of your votes, From Software.
Shift
Congrats,
Up
guys.
kind of did it, but
And now
then,
let's take a look
you
at
know,
the best fighting
again,
game.
the whole
Your
censorship
nominees
thing.
are Dragon
No.
Ball Sparking Zero, Tekken 8, and Under Night.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero for
And
sure.
the Real Game Award for Best
Good
Fighting
game.
goes to, with 51%
Yeah.
of your votes,
Sparking Zero,
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
like,
Here's
definitely
another trailer
put
for a
anime
great
games
indie title by
on the map.
Altered
Even though
Orbit
I'm a fan
Studios.
of Dragon
You ever heard
Ball
of
Z Budokai,
Probably not.
Sparking
Which is why we
Zero
wanted to
follows
feature 'em. That's
Budokai
exactly the point of it.
Tenkaichi.
It's a trailer for a brand new original shooter inspired by classics, featuring thrilling set pieces, destructibility, smart enemies, and a fleshed out story taking place with an immersive game world. This is Celaco, or Celico. I don't really know how to say it.
Damn it, Craig. Should learn how to say it first. That's all right. Yeah, I like the animations of the guys on fire. I need to. This kind of gives me like a Doom feeling. I need to play Doom, like the OG. I kind of played it back in the day, but I want to play like that Doom Uncensored or Do Gore, where they just like tons of people like modded it to like add additional features and stuff. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, it's definitely feels very Doom inspired, but like you got your 3D element, but also it's like a interesting mix of it. I don't know what.
Presenting the award for best multiplayer
Saw
experience,
Windows, Steam, and I
composer,
don't know what that other
audio
symbol
director,
was.
And sound designer known for
Wish
his
it was
work
for
on the
GOG.
Myth series, Oni, the Halo series, and Destiny, Marty O'Donnell.
Hello, and thanks for having me on the big show. You know, multiplayer games bring us together, and whether it's through competitive matches or cooperative adventures, these nominees for Best Multiplayer Experience created communities, rivalries, and unforgettable gaming memories in 2024. And your nominees are Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2,
Maybe.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Fortnite.
I don't know
And
about this
the
one.
Real Game Award for Best Multiplayer Experience goes to, with 52% of
Oh,
your
I was
votes,
right. Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2.
I was gonna say like, because again, with the whole
Congratulations
fiasco
to the
with
team
that,
at Arrowhead
really
Game
blew up. But then
Studios.
again, like something weird
You
happened.
made
And they
a game
kind of
that I would have been
backtracked
proud
or
to be
something.
part of the team that made.
I
As
don't
a matter
know.
of fact, if I remember correctly, a few years ago, I was part of a team that made a game about orbital drop shock troopers who dropped feet first into hell. So, great game. Congratulations once again.
Presenting the award for worst bait and switch, the YouTuber that rams pop culture, entertainment, and Hollywood news through the business financial lens of reality. Valiant Renegade.
The bait and switch. One of the most egregious crimes that a business could commit against its own customer base. Promising one thing and delivering another.
Probably
Your old
Star
boy,
Wars
Valiant Renegade
Outlaws,
here,
maybe.
and the Renegade Nation is celebrating now roughly 4 years on YouTube. And since day one, we have made a commitment, a pact to our audience out there to always put the business and financial lens of reality to Hollywood, to the entertainment industry, and in this case, to gaming. And the gaming industry has committed some serious crimes this year, but tonight we are here to give you the 4 nominees for the worst bait and switch of the year for 2024. Not every game lives up to its promises, and in 2024, that happened a lot. The nominees for the worst bait and switch from a gaming company in 2024, which misled players with marketing, promised features, and just frankly didn't deliver on all the hype, are the following: Helldivers 2, Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, and finally,
Ouch, this one's a
Dragon
toughie. I'm gonna
Age,
say
the
Outlaw Star
Veilguard.
Wars.
And the worst bait and switch for 2024, with 42% of your vote, goes to
Oh wow, Dragon Age.
the Veilguard.
I felt they were pretty
Congratulations
upfront about it, but
to
yeah.
Dragon Age the Veilguard for s***ing more dick than Alyssa Merc in a Thai massage
Nice.
parlor.
Presenting the award
Lawsuit
for Best
coming.
RPG, board member of the Real Game Awards, Mark the Cyborg.
Role-playing games let us shape our stories and explore rich worlds filled with adventure, customization, and discovery. Your nominees for Best RPG in 2024 took us on unforgettable journeys, and your nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Unicorn Overlord, Metaphor ReFantazio,
I wonder
and
if
Dragon
it
Quest
might be
III
Metaphor.
HD 2D Remake. And the Real Game Award for Best RPG goes to, with 42%
Yep.
of your vote,
Nice.
Metaphor ReFantazio.
I was gonna say
Honestly,
it's
great
kind of a
job on
new
that
thing.
one, voting members, because Metaphor was my personal game of the year. And honestly, if
Oops,
you've
sorry.
not played it, I would strongly recommend it. It has a phenomenal story with some great characters. It plays similarly to Atlas's Persona games, but with a lot more tactical depth, so there's a little more strategy you can work in there. And the setting isn't a modern-day Tokyo thing like the Persona games are. It's a high fantasy world with dragons and sorcery and all sorts of really cool stuff. You should really check it out.
Presenting the award for Best Action Game, editor of Clownfish TV, Neon.
Action games are at the heart of gaming, delivering fast-paced gameplay, epic moments, and unforgettable set pieces. The nominees for Best Action Game gave us the adrenaline rush we craved in 2024. And your nominees are Stellar Blade, Black Myth Wukong, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Indiana Jones and the
action
Great
game?
Circle.
It's either
The Real
Stellar
Game
Blade or
Award for
Wukong.
Best Action Game goes to, with 34% of your vote, Stellar Blade. Thank you so much for letting me announce the award, guys. This has been Neon from Clownfish TV. We will talk later.
Not every great game comes with a high price tag. The nominees for Best Value gave us great experiences.
Ooh, I see that
without
Teenage
breaking
Mutant
the
Ninja
bank,
Turtles
proving
arcade in
that
the background.
Excellent gameplay
It's
doesn't
OG
have to
too.
come at a premium price.
Not Turtles in
And
Time.
your nominees for Best Value are Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2,
Best
The
Value?
First Descendant, Fortnite, and Pal World. And the
Pal-
Real Game
Pal
Award
World?
for Best
Maybe?
Value goes to, with 41%
Yep.
of your vote, Pal World. Hey, congrats, Pocket Pair. Good luck with that lawsuit against Nintendo.
Should have done a
Let's
punch
play
up on
an
the
NES
face.
game, something I've never played before.
I saw this recently. I actually still need to play
got my name on it?
Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures.
Just when I thought I played every frustrating, ball-busting, rage-inducing game.
This looked pretty solid too.
Angry Video Game Nerd 8-bit. Let's see what you got. And it doesn't just look like an 8-bit game. It is an 8-bit game made for actual NES hardware.
Oh, Sword
Talk
Quest
about going back
reference.
to the past. It's got all the usual customers: zombies, skeletons, disappearing platforms, you name it. And of course, everything wants to kill you, especially the bosses. They're big, they're bad, and they're ugly.
Oh, that looks
Some
like
of these
the
enemies
demon
I've
from
faced
Ghosts
before.
and Goblins.
Yeah, coming back. to
Dr.
haunt you.
Jekyll and Mr.
This is
Hyde
personal.
looks like. Combination of Jason and Death.
Yeah! You know what? This is no ordinary NES game. This is my NES game.
Angry Video Game Nerd 8-bit, coming soon to the original Nintendo Entertainment System on a real cartridge. And oh yeah, and the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and wishlisted on Steam.
Presenting the award
Kinda
for
sucks
Best
that Limited
Early
Run got
Access
to be able to
Game
make the
is
physical
lead
copy.
supporter of the Real Game Awards, Jimmy.
Early access games are those that offer the players a unique experience to be part of a game's development journey, with some of the best experiences being that of a full game.
No idea who
well
Jimmy
before
is.
launch. The nominees for Best Early Access Game really set a new standard for what early access can be in 2024. And your nominees are Hades 2, Pal World, No Rest for the Wicked, and Delta Force. And the Real Game Award for Best Early Access Game goes to,
Pal World?
with 70% of your vote,
Yeah.
Pal World.
82
As a programmer
got
myself,
woke.
I
Haven't
really
heard of the other
appreciate when
ones.
Developers offer early access because it gives unique insight into how a game evolves over time. And Pal World especially, because they're such a unique game and that they're trying to usurp Nintendo at their own game, so to speak. And really, they've kind of done it a little bit better. And it's thanks to that, with the involvement from the players like yourselves, really make it a special game.
Presenting the award for biggest industry failure, video game
Ooh.
culture commentator and the most dangerous man in 40K, Archcast.
The games industry has had a fair few rocky years in the past, but very few can compare to the tempest that was 2024. And so, the category Biggest Industry Failure exists to highlight those games that over the course of the year left gamers feeling the most despondent, disappointed, and just downright upset. You have been spoiled for choice this year, but your votes have narrowed it down to 4 titles: Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Oh, it's got to be Concord. I mean, that sucker
Suicide
closed down
Squad
so quick.
killed the Justice League. And the real Game Award for biggest industry failure goes to Concord.
Yep.
With a well-deserved 81% of your vote.
Well-deserved failure.
Concord was
Good.
by far the single biggest failure in gaming.
And it's a lesson learned that these people don't want to accept. It's the fact that no one wants a game based on identity politics.
Presenting the award for Best Video Game Journalist.
There's proof of that.
lead
That's why they
supporter of the
bastardize
Real Game
already
Awards
established
and
franchises
YouTuber
so that
Smash JT.
it's umbrellaed in.
2024 saw a drastic shift in how video games and the entire video game landscape has been covered. And gamers have emphatically rejected how traditional access media has worked. In fact, why am I even wearing this? I'm a gamer. I'm not trying to be professional here. Gamers have turned to other outlets like YouTube and X to get their information in the gaming world. Because gamers have spoken and they feel like it comes from authentic voices. This year's nominees definitely reflect that and should send a major signal to the games industry about how gamers get their news. And your nominees are Savvy, John F. Trent, Kirsha, and Endymion. And the Real Game Award for Best Video Game Journalist goes to, with 33% of your vote,
Oh, yes. Congrats, Savvy.
I want to personally congratulate Savvy for winning this award in the inaugural year of the Real Game Awards. It was very stiff competition, and every single one of these nominees honestly kind of deserved it. But Savvy stood out above the rest of them because of, I don't know, I gotta be honest and say just how incredibly autistic she is with her deep dives and finding out nuanced information
Didn't you
that
get
nobody
salty?
else seems to get to because of her dedication and getting
Salty
into
Savvy.
those nitty-gritty details that most people in the logical world stop before they get to the resolution. So congratulations again to Savvy. You deserve this, and I am so excited for you.
Now presenting the award for Worst Video Game Journalist, founder of the third biggest Steam group in history, DEI detected, Cabrutus.
Oh,
The
man.
nominees for the worst game journalists represent the most baffling takes and the most out-of-touch journalists that we
That
have in
beard.
this industry. Showcasing that doesn't matter how good of a professional you are.
Oh, it's gotta be
you can still
Mercante.
entirely out of touch with
Gotta
what
be
gamers want from
Mercante.
this industry. And your nominees are Nick Calandra, Paul Tassi, Alyssa Mercante, and Rebecca Valentine. And the Real Game Award for the
Bunch of
worst
brown
video game
shirts and
journalist goes to,
brown coats and
with a
black
whopping
coats.
76%
Oh, yeah.
of your vote, and to no one's surprise, Alyssa Mercante. Unfortunately, this industry is filled up with people like Alyssa Mercante, journalists that don't even like or play video games. They are just in here for the money and for the clout, because video games are now a mainstream entertainment. This is why the Real Game Awards is so important, because it gives us gamers a voice in all of this.
But to be fair,
It
they
is
all
time
equally
to take
suck.
games back.
Every year, the big three companies are anchored by their original intellectual properties. I mean, they're called system sellers for a reason. They're characters you know and the games you love to play. So let's see which ones you voted on as the year's best. Your nominees for Best Nintendo IP are Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and Splatoon. And the Real Game Award goes
This one
to,
would be
with
toughy.
55% of your vote, Zelda.
Dang.
And your
Yeah.
nominees for Best Microsoft IP are Minecraft,
Oh, Halo,
Doom,
for sure.
and Call of Duty.
Oh, no?
And the Real Game Award goes to,
Doom.
with 63% of your vote, Doom.
Oh, that's not
And
Microsoft.
your
What am I
nominees
talking
for
about?
Best
Ugh.
PlayStation IP are God of War, Astrobot, Stellar Blade, and Helldivers 2.
Probably God of
And
War.
the Real Game Award goes to, with 44% of your vote,
Dang.
Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blade just
Finally,
kicking
let's
it.
hit one more indie trailer before we get to our last categories of this year's show. This is Tribreaker from Lily Mo Games.
Interesting game. Looks like you got a combination of all your, Atari type games and arcade type games. Galaga, Frogger. Was it Big O or did that say Big D? Thought it said bingo at first. That's a bingo. Tribreaker. Looked pretty solid.
Presenting the award for Best Jiggle Physics, winner of
Oh,
tonight's
boy.
Real Game Award for Best Gaming
Probably
Journalist,
Stellar Blade.
Madam Savvy.
Thank you so much, everyone, for voting me as your top journalist for the past year. In truth, I just enjoy digging through information and making social maps to better understand the industry that we all know and love. But I, like many of you, do enjoy some of the finer details in life, especially the ones that don't have to be indulged in, but when they are, can make for such a titillating experience. Gaming isn't just about mechanics, it's also about visual storytelling and creativity. And this particular category highlights just that.
Surprised.
These are
I
your
was surprised it wasn't
nominees
Kirsch that
for
was
Best
introducing this.
Jiggle Physics. Zenless Zone Zero, The First Descendant, Stellar Blade, and
Oh, it's
Lollipop Chainsaw.
definitely Stellar
And
Blade.
the Real Game Award for the Best Jiggle Physics with 72% of
Yeah.
your vote goes to Stellar Blade. Art truly imitates life in 2024's hottest release, and we couldn't be more gracious to the developers for sharing their story, their vision, and their creativity with all of us. Remember, these types of physics mechanics are handcrafted carefully by creatives all over the world, and it takes a little bit of extra special effort to put these into video games. So it is my hope that you'll actually tag some of your
And
favorite
based on
artists today,
real
or
people,
possibly
too,
in
if
the
I'm not
future,
mistaken.
and give them a little bit of love and thanks for all the hard work that they do. They really do make this
Who doesn't
world
love a
much more
little jiggle?
colorful and vibrant place in a way that no other group really can. So please spread some love, and thank you all so much for making this so very special.
Presenting the award for Shitty Ass Game of the Year, Internet Icon, and the angriest gamer you've ever
Oh,
heard.
nice.
The angry
I was gonna
video
say with
game
that lead
nerd.
up, has to be James Roll.
Another award show. This one's called the Real Game Awards. I mean, come on. What, like the real Ghostbusters? Were there fake ones? I mean, that makes no fucking sense. Real clever, Craig. Anyway, they asked me to present the award for the shitty-ass game of the year. And if there's one thing I know better than good games, it's shitty games.
That's cool.
So these
I got
ones
James.
are nominated by you, the fans. Let's get to it. The nominees for the shitty-ass game of the year are Concord, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Dustborn, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. And the winner, or I guess the loser in this case, is Dustborn. Dustborn, yeah. More like Dustbin. Playing this felt like digging through a dumpster trying to find a Twinkie that expired in 1994. Anyway, thanks for letting me present the Shitty Game Awards, the Real Game Awards, you real assholes.
And here we are, voting members, your game of the year. You suggested games of all sizes and genres, except card games. Sorry, Velotro. And your 8 nominees for Game of the Year are Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Stellar Blade, The First Descendant, Space Marine 2, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Unicorn Overlord. And the Real Game Award for Game of the Year goes
Probably
to,
Stellar Blade.
with 31%
Oh,
of
wow.
your votes, Black Myth Wukong.
Is either that or Stellar Blade.
And voting members, this has been an absolute joy bringing your voice to literally thousands of people online. It's an honor to carry
Very
that weight that I
nice.
totally don't take lightly. Now, with that said, next year, none of this pre-recorded stuff, we're doing it live. So make sure to follow us over on X at Real Game Awards for more information coming soon. And big ups to our elite supporters and those voting members who have believed in giving gamers back their voice from the start. This movement has only just begun. Remember, you guys can find me Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time over on the Side Scrollers podcast. Look forward to seeing you guys then. With that said, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal, go get it. See you guys next time.
Very
That's it.
nice.
That's all. We're done for this year. Now get the hell out of here and become voting members at therealgameawards.com. Use promo code KING and get $5 off your membership. See you next year, gamers.
Well,
This has been your announcer, Duke Nukem. Hail to the king, baby.
Very nice. Very good. I think that was a really solid first time for the Real Game Awards. Obviously, Stutter and Craig has been promoting it while on the Side Scrollers podcast. So it definitely feels good. I know for me watching this, I was like really giddy. I was trying to contain myself, but I felt really giddy inside. Just that surge of energy of knowing that people, actual gamers, had a chance to say what they really wanted to say and not have it get pushed aside for fake journalists, tourists.
All right, there you
and
go.
all
That is
stuff.
the Real Game Awards for this year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Did you? I hope so. Man, that was really fun to work on. And this year was a lot of effort. But it's one of those things where a lot of people talk. I like to do. And couldn't have done it without you guys this year and the support from the voting members. So please head over to therealgameawards.com. And if you guys like to become voting members, you can help craft. I see it was fun watching the chat. I'm sitting over here watching the chat go over here, and you guys are like, rigged. And that's the beautiful thing about this is that it can't be rigged because you guys are the one voting. So I'm just the steward to your information. My job is to come in and take the categories that you guys want to see, go in, the nominees that you want, and put all the information together and then send it out to you guys. And yes, I am wearing the exact same thing I did while I was shooting that. Kind of on purpose, but not really. I just like this hoodie.
Interesting.
With that said,
What's up,
it
Loki?
was great to see you guys tonight. I really appreciate everybody popping in. You guys came in with all the voting, all the gifted subs and donations during the stream, and appreciate that greatly. Like I said, my goal for this thing is much bigger than an online show. And I was getting texts from people all night. And they're like, "Man, this is awesome. This is a great show." I hope you guys enjoyed it. Meant to be fast-paced, quick. I know it's not going to be for everybody, and that's fine. But I don't think
Yeah,
an
they
award
got it
show
in
should
under
be
an hour, which
4
really,
hours long. I said
that's
that at the
really
top.
what an award show
I actually
should
have
be.
a much bigger vision for this thing, and once we kind of finish up this, I'm going to get together with the board, start talking to them, and really kind of talk about what's next. So, and what we're definitely doing it live next year, and my vision is much more than just an award show. This is meant to be an event and something that everybody comes together, and it's a celebration of games and the games industry. And yeah, as I said at the top of the intro, we're going to celebrate the best and the worst. And you know what? You probably should do that because I'm not going to do this toxic positivity shit. If things suck, we're going to say it. And if things are awesome, we're going to promote it. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts in the chat. Fire away. I mean, the chat was hopping all night and super fun. So the indie showcase was great. So yeah, it looks like you guys enjoyed it, and that's awesome. And that's really all I can ask for. So yeah, I mean, obviously feedback, you can tweet at Real Game Awards and fire feedback that way. I'd like to say hello to obviously all the voting members. I could care less what really anybody thinks about the show outside of the voting members who made the show possible. So like I said, a lot of people talk. I like to do, and we're going to continue to do this and continue to do it great because that's what we do. But the best thing you can do right now is head over to therealgameawards.com and become a voting member. So yeah, let's see what you got. Look at this. Wormsworth, thank you very much. Taffy, thank you very much. Norm came in with 5 gifted memberships. That's awesome.
Norm
also says, it isn't a Real Game Awards. Not Norm. That's right, Norm. Says, I'm looking
Norm
forward
McDonald,
to many,
if you will.
many more Real Game Awards. Thank you very much.
But
man.
yeah,
And
even
you know
just
what?
as this being a
Dude,
startup.
I get it, right? People are like, oh, the Real Game Awards. Like, that's why James said all that stuff. Like, we got to poke fun at ourselves. We're not going to take ourselves too seriously. Like, what are we doing? These are games, right? These are games. We're not. And by the way, I said this before. When we do this live, if you show up,
we're doing
in a
it live.
suit or a tie or any sort of jacket or a dress, you will not be coming in because that is not this type of show. This is not an industry show. You want that? You go to Jeff's show. You come for t-shirts and jeans and hats and cosplay. You come to the Real Game Awards.
Come into that regular
DB
guard.
Wild gifted 10 memberships. DB Wild, thank you so much. The Grateful Gamer says the answers are moving too fast. That's good. Well, I know that. I see that, and I will address that moving forward.
Hey, I pointed
You guys
that
got
out.
gifted memberships like from Joe Pureblood. Make sure you guys.
But I
say
think
thank you.
we're kind of at the end
Thank you so
here
much
of
from
the show,
Rolando
so
for the
I'm going to
5.
go
That's
ahead
awesome.
and switch on over. But congratulations, Stuttering Craig, and to everybody who made the show possible. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to hear what people thought about, everything that's happening. And obviously the gamers actually had a chance to speak their voice. Some of them do, obviously, in the corporate rewards, but it's just the fan votes, and it means nothing. Other than that, a bunch of tourists, journalists, and paid scumbags are the ones who get to say of what games are good and what games, deserve awards. And we all know that in the end, it is rigged. So it's good to see something like this being done, no matter how much flack Stuttering Craig got and, a bunch of other people's got. Like I said, I really like the trivia in the beginning. As someone pointed out there, when Craig was reading the chats, answers went by too quickly, so it looked like it was being manually done. If they could have figured out how to way to even it out in terms of using like a timer or something, that would have been better. It's great to see a bunch of the different people popping up. Great to hear Duke Nukem talk. And yeah, even though it was the first time, obviously some errors happened here and there with like the answer being used at a different, or like the little tidbits being used at a different part or being replicated twice or showing up twice. I liked that aspect. I thought it was really fun to kind of keep the people entertained and whatnot. And I'm sure, the haters are going to be talking about it too, but good. Fuck them. This is the voice of people who actually care about gaming and whatnot. And everybody was welcome, always welcome to come into the gaming sphere, but you don't get to make the rules. And you don't get to be tourists when you never cared about it to begin with. Why should you represent us? Terrorist, fakes, journalist, go fist yourself because you don't speak for us. So glad to see it. Glad to see the Game Awards. Aside from like the little hiccups here and there, I thought it went, rather smoothly. So congrats, Stuttering Craig and Side Scrolls Podcast and everybody out there. Like I said, I was feeling really giddy and energized and was kind of maintaining myself before going into full like autistic mode and something like that. But you definitely felt that surge of energy. I've just seen something that's not done by the windbags and the paid shills and all that stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off for tonight. That is pretty much the end of the stream. I'll be on tomorrow doing some more gaming. I'm going to try to get to where I was at in X-Men Legends 2, Rise of the Apocalypse, and then we'll continue that. But I've also been really enjoying Mario and Luigi Brothership. I think that game kind of got some flack that it didn't in terms of, it's easy, but it's supposed to be easy. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off for tonight. But you guys have a good rest of your night. Take care and God bless. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. And turn on notifications to get notified when I go live. It should be going live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. Let's see. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid Vara Dark because she is awesome. All right. Take care, you guys. God bless. Thanks for hanging out with me. Good job, Craig, and everybody involved. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side as my voice cracks. But yeah, catch you guys on the flip side. Until then, God bless. Peace.